I'm super excited as I was finally able to film an entire F45 class, so I can really walk you through how a typical F45 class is set up. With F45, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are cardio-based workouts. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays are resistance training workouts, so more weight training than cardio training. And then Saturday, which is this class, is a hybrid, so a mix of cardio and resistance. So this is kind of perfect just to show best of both worlds. I know that when you're joining a new gym or activity or a club, it can be really intimidating to walk into a new place with new people and not really know what you're getting yourself into. So I hope this video is helpful in breaking down what F45 is all about. Before F45, I was an individual that went to the gym, followed a program, lifted weights, and I did not really work on my cardiovascular fitness whatsoever. My life and my fitness and health has really done a 360, and I could not be more thankful and appreciative of the opportunities that F45 has given me. It's been so awesome just to build a sense of community. I now have so many people at that establishment that I would truly call friends, and it really is the best part of my day on the days that I go and start my mornings off with endorphins and good music and great energy and awesome people. I really hope that this video encourages you to step outside of your comfort zone and try something new and join an F45. I hope you are doing well. I have just written out my gratitude list and my to-do list for the day, and now I'm going to be getting ready to go to F45. Today is going to be a beautiful day, and I am very excited to take you along with me. Welcome to the Barrie Southwest F45 studio. Today I am going to be filming the Saturday SoCal hybrid 60-minute workout. In this session we are going to be mixing up cardio, agility, resistance, power, and core-based movements with some fire finishers. At the beginning of each F45 class, your trainers will demonstrate what you have in store for the day. For this Saturday workout, we will have 2 pods with 6 exercises in each pod. We will do 1 lap at each station and 3 laps at each pod with decreasing timings. Lap number 1 will be 60 seconds of work with 30 seconds of rest. Lap number 2 will be 40 seconds of work with 20 seconds of rest. And lap number 3 will be 20 seconds of work with 10 seconds of rest. As you can see here, we have the TVs at the front of the room that are there to help guide you, instructors walking around to help guide you, and there are also numbers on the floor that you are able to follow. So if you're in pod number 1, you move to pod number 2, and so on. For our first exercise, we are doing banded good mornings with a medicine ball. After our 30 seconds of rest, we are moving on to our next exercise, which is incline dumbbell flies. Moving on to our next exercise, we are hovering on the bike. In this exercise, we are pushing our butts back, hovering over the saddle, and keeping our legs moving at a steady cadence while turning that resistance up. And here comes Mitch's incredible dance moves. Moving to our next exercise, we have Revo bar jump lunges. As you can see here, Bailey and I are doing reverse lunges. This is our 60 seconds of work and 30 seconds of rest round. So to save some of our energy, we modified the jump and did reverse lunges during this longer working period. F45 classes are filled with people of all ages, backgrounds, fitness levels, and stages of life. You are always able to work at your own pace and make modifications when necessary. Moving on to our next exercise, we have overhand grip, bent over barbell row. As you can see here, Mitch is handing us heavier weights. The trainers get to know you and your strength level and are amazing for holding you accountable and making sure you're working hard and pushing yourself while also getting you through your workout safely and effectively and accommodating any injuries you may have. Next up, we have 10 high knees with 2 shoot-throughs. I find shoot-throughs to be very challenging as they require a higher level of coordination than other exercises, focusing on progress over perfection here. Taking on exercises like this in your F45 training can help you develop a better range of motion in your hips, more stability from your core, and more muscular endurance from your shoulders and arms. Now that we have completed our first lap, we are going to stay in the same pod and complete those same 6 exercises for 2 more laps. Our second lap is going to be with the timing of 40 seconds of work and 20 seconds of rest, and our last lap is going to be with the timings of 20 seconds of work with 10 seconds of rest. Then we are going to finish with 4 rounds of 3 bodyweight exercises. Here we are moving into our finisher. The 3 bodyweight exercises we are doing here are burpees, mountain climbers, and speed squats. And you are to do as many reps as possible in the time frame that you're given. You can see us starting to burn out here. At this point in the class, it becomes a mental game to push yourself and empty your tank. Once completed, there is a 60-second hydration break to catch your breath and move across the room to pod number 2. Our first exercise in pod number 2 is 4 jumps with 1 burpee. This one really kicked my butt. Our next exercise is the kettlebell clean and press. This is another exercise where I am focusing on progress, not perfection. These are not my strong suit, and at this point in the game, I was absolutely gassed. Here we have Mitch pushing us and helping us with our form. For our next exercise, we have an incline push-up with an explosive push. I think this clip is a really great representation of the way that F45 classes go some days. At this point, Bailey and I are absolutely exhausted, but we wanted to give it our all. It's not always pretty, but you have people around you to support you and push you, even if you literally fall on your face like I'm about to do right now. For our next exercise, we have 10 battle ropes and 1 squat. If you have ever used battle ropes before, you know that these are no joke. They are called battle ropes for a reason, and they are absolute burners. Our next exercise is an elevated reverse lunge with dumbbells. This exercise is a personal favorite of mine as I always feel it in my glutes. For our last exercise in this pod, we have bent over dumbbell boxing. At this point, my arms were on fire. After we completed our first lap of pod number 2, we went on to complete 2 more laps with the timings of 40 seconds of work with 20 seconds of rest, and lap number 3 being 20 seconds of work with 10 seconds of rest, and then finish with our 4 rounds of 3 bodyweight exercises. For our final finisher, we did bodyweight abs with 4 rounds of bicycles, leg raises, and a sit-up with a twist. I hope you guys enjoyed that F45 overview. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below or DM me on Instagram. If you are interested in trialing out F45, I would highly recommend you go onto the F45 website, find your local studio, and there is an option to do a 7-day trial.